In one of my previous videos, I showed you my giant book with word search puzzles that I absolutely love. And in my last video, I showed you someone actually bought it. Someone bought my giant 4 July theme book. And you have been asking me what did I use to create those books, and the tool I used for that specific giant books is called Puzzle Maker Pro by Book Publisher Tools. So in this video I'm going to give you my review and I'm going to show you that word search segment of the Puzzle Maker Pro. Let's start with explaining what is Puzzle Maker Pro. Puzzle Maker Pro is a tool specifically designed and constantly being upgraded to suit the needs of book publishers. All purchases are one-time sales and you get a lifetime license for the puzzle or add-in you selected. So once you go to their main page, you have the list of categories here, all the puzzles that are available. So it is one software, and then you get a drop menu of everything that you can download and purchase and use within the software. So I'm just going to switch to word search. Everything comes with the demo trial version that you can get for free. You see here the price is $0. From everything that you see here, I have this bundle here, word search bundle number 1. It is priced at 137 United States dollars. Now what this one has is all of these on the bottom. So this one, and this one, this 3. So the way it goes is, this is word search standard. This one gives you opportunity to make word searches in a rectangle shape. So that means any width, any height. That is this version here. And then you have word search complete. As you can see from the image on the cover, it has a unicorn shaped word search puzzle. So this one is having this included. So this is included in this one, but it also has addition of the ability to mask the word search. So you can shape it any way you want. I will show you this later on once I switch to the software. And then you have the time saver for word search. Now every time you see a time saver for something in this system, in these offers, that means it has addition. The time saver is actually a system that allows you to export puzzles in a book ready format. So you can arrange them and solutions the way you want within the software itself, and when you click export or create, the final result is a print ready book. So the difference between having this one and not having this one is, for example, if I only had this, I would have the ability to create puzzles, but I would need to use something else to create a book out of all those puzzles and all of those solutions that are exported from the software. With this one, I can do that internally inside the system. I can arrange how I want puzzles and solutions to be and just click export. So that is why I actually selected this bundle that has everything included. I strongly suggest that you read everything, that you use the demo version, of course, and that you check in detail what is included for each of the products and modules separately. And if you remember the ROE, return on investment suggestion or advice I gave you on my channel when purchasing new software, first thing you should check is exactly what can you do with the software. So the price is, some people will say that this price is high compared to what you have available on the market at the moment, but the trick here is, and this is very important to remember, this software has the ability to include mystery word. Now this is the reason why I purchased word search bundle 1, or the reason why I actually got this word search generator. You have a plenty of word search generators on the market, but you have very few that are capable of creating a puzzle that when you have leftover letters, those letters actually have a meaning. So it's not just a random collection of letters, it is actually something with meaning. And of course you can set that up. You can set up what is going to be the mystery word. So my 4th of July book is actually motivational book and 4th of July theme book. So when people or human or whatever finds all the words, the leftover letters create a motivational word or 4th of July themed word. That is how I set up my book, and that is why I believe that is the biggest benefit of this word search generator, because it has that extra difficulty setting that you do not get in a lot of word search generators. So let's click on this one. So once you click here, you will have the information about the product. Everything is here, but this is where we're going to click. Purchase information. You have price, shopping cart, payment, immediate access. So the moment you pay, you get you can use it. And this is important. This is why I took you here on this page. Commercial rights. You need to know what can you do with this software. How fast can you get that return on investment? So let's see, what does it say here. All our software includes commercial rights for the products you create. You are responsible, so us, for checking copyrights and trademarks for any of the images or words or word lists you use to create graphics or puzzles. So this doesn't come with a word list. You need to have your own word lists. And I believe the word lists are very easy to find on internet. You can also purchase word lists that are already pre-made for the word search puzzles, like themed fruits, animals, dinosaurs. All of that is available on internet. I believe I also have on my Gumroad store, I have a couple of them free. Some are paid. I believe it's $1 each. I will link that later when I edit this video, so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But you don't have to pay, you don't have to do anything. You just do the research, collect a couple of hundred of words. It should not be a long task to do that. And once you have that, you can use that in this software or for any other reasons. Now let's continue reading. That means you can use the instant puzzle books that you create to sell as books on KDP, printables on Etsy, or on your own website, or sell the puzzles as PLR. Now, for the life of me, I have no idea what PLR is. I had some people sending me stuff and trying to explain to me, but from what I'm seeing is that is just a bunch of keto books that you can modify and resell. I don't know what that means, but if you know what that means, you have that rights as well. I googled and it says that means you can freely modify, rebrand, resell, or give it away for free. Of course, that means for the puzzles you created. That doesn't mean that you can share your account of your Puzzle Pro software. And also you can give away the puzzles or puzzle books for free. So what that means is Creative Fabrica, Fiverr, Upwork. You can offer this as a service on Fiverr and you can get your money back really quickly, of course, if you set up your profile and your gigs correctly. So that means the return on investment is substantially higher in case you do not have a full commercial rights. Then we have here, all products have a one-time single payment. So you pay once and that's it. You have a lifetime license. Also, there are no refunds. Updates for the puzzle you purchased are free. So any update to that puzzle is free, but any other new versions or new modules, they are separated. So if I want, for example, if I purchase word search and there is a new update on Sudoku, I do not get that. I can test it because I have a system on my computer. I can test that new updated version of Sudoku, but I cannot use it because it will have a watermark on top of it unless I purchase the license. And when it comes to compatibility, it is optimized for Windows system. If you are working on Mac, you would need to use Parallels on some system that emulates Windows. what else is important? What is important to note is that this developer, so the developer behind the book publisher tools and the Puzzle Maker Pro, has a Facebook group for customers only. So if you end up buying anything, you have that Facebook group where you can ask questions and maybe request new features and puzzles as well. He also has a YouTube channel where you can see all the puzzles in action tested by him, by the developer. And also when he has a new release, he's going to show that there in his YouTube channel. How can you get to this website? Two options, of course. You can search for this website in Google. So you can go to Google and type book publisher tools, and that is one way. And the other way is you can click on the link in description of this video. That link is affiliate link. Now, if you do not know how affiliate market works, if you click on that link and you end up purchasing anything, I get small commission at no extra cost for you. So that leads me back to return on investment. When you are buying something, it's usually because you either need it or want it or both. In this case, for me, it was both. I purchased this specifically with the giant puzzle books in mind. I needed to have a software that is capable of having mystery word, and I wanted to have something that can produce a large amount of puzzles, quality puzzles, easily. So that is just me. Once again, you need to put down on paper or in your notepad, you need to put why do you need this, why do you want this, and how you can get that ROI back from the software. So let's switch to the actual software now. And this is what I get when I open the software. The version I'm showing this in this video is the current version, so 2022 821. It is constantly being updated, upgraded, so make sure that you have the latest version when you are using it. And here the first thing that you have under the name is a drop menu with all the available puzzles. If you purchased license for a certain puzzle, the letter or word in the bracket is going to be licensed. If you didn't, it's going to have demo on it, so you can still test everything here. You can open it. For example, I do not have Sudoku, but I can still click on it and I can test out. You see, I can see what are the options and what are the possibilities of other puzzles. Also, if I go here, you will see that I have Mazes 2D licensed, but I did not purchase squares. You see here I have squares, and if I open the drop menu, I have oblique, easy octagons, small circles, and I do not have cubism, so I have this one. And if I click on next preview, you see the watermark disappears. But you can test. That's important, that everything that you have here you can test. You can even download this now for $0 and check everything. The only thing that is going to be visible that it is a demo, it is going to be the watermark, but you can still check out all the features of the software without purchasing anything. Okay, let's go back to word search. That is the purpose of this video, so let's switch to word search. Most of the things that you have here, the icons, they have the same purpose in other puzzles as well. So first I'm going to start with puzzle settings tab here, and here you have preset. So let's say I'm going to have 14 rows and let's say 17 columns, and I'm going to name that blah blah. I'm going to give it a name and I'm going to click save. And now this preset is saved and I can call it. So if I turn the software off and I turn it on, I can open this folder and then I can check the menu. I can select that preset and it's going to be, as you can see, it's going to be here available. So you can create all kinds of presets when you are using, save them, and then you can just call them. You don't have to do it all over again once you turn off the software and turn it back on. Here you said how many puzzles you need. Now, when it comes to quantity, I told you and you have seen that I created a book with 820 puzzles. That did not happen by me typing 820 here. So I did not type here 820 and then just click on create. The reason why that is not possible is not because of the software, it is because of the computer you are using. So if you have super extra powerful computer, you could probably get away with a larger number here. So the number that you're going to put here, I would suggest that you actually do the testing. So put 50 and then put 100, 200, 300 and note at what point the program crashed. It's not longer working. And whatever that number is, subtract 20% of that value, and that is the maximum amount of puzzles you can create using that computer, using this software. So for me, I'm just going to give you example. 250 is maximum. So if I put 260, there is a higher chance that it's going to crash eventually. It's going to create puzzles, but not all the puzzles all the way to the end. So 250 is maximum for my computer. My computer does have 32 gigabytes of RAM, so it is packed. So I'm not saying that you will be able to make 250. It depends on your system as well. Do the test, it doesn't hurt you at all. And of course, you can always put 200 and then click create and create, and you can create 10,000 of puzzles in matter of 5-10 minutes. Keep in mind that each time you click on create, it is going to overwrite the puzzles that are already in the folder. So before you click create, so to create another batch of puzzles, you need to go to output settings and change the name. Usually I just go here, I put 1 and then create, and then I change here to 2 and then I click create, and then that is how I don't have to go back to the puzzle settings. I can do that in the output setting. So just here type 1, create, change the number, 2, create, 3, and that is how I can create a large amount of puzzles easily. I just need to make sure that the folder where the puzzles are going to be created has a new and unique name. Let's go back to the puzzle settings. So let's just put this at 1 so it doesn't mess up the system. And then you have use words only once. So that means if you are generating for, let's say, 100 puzzles, you do not want a word to be repeated in those 100 puzzles. So that is this setting here. This is how many words minimum you would like to be used in the grid. And here you can also, as you saw me before, you can select how many rows, how many columns. Then you have here complexity, diagonal and backwards, so how the word can go. So let me click on this one. And now you see we have all this, and if I remove this, you see now it's just straight. And also you can type the word list, blah blah blah, you can type them, or you can have a list from Notepad. You just click on the search, find the file and click it here. When it comes to the word list file, make sure that it is one word after the other with no spaces. If you do have spaces, that is under advanced tab. So in the advanced tab you have the option to a system to automatically remove the spaces if there are spaces. You can also remove something else, some other character from all the text in the text file. You can also allow overlapping of the words, so they can have 2 or more shared letters. So all of these settings is here under advanced tab. And then we have solution. So for solution, you see here you can have random characters, or you can use hidden word. And once again, you can type a single hidden word. So let's say I want hidden word to be banana. And let's go next preview. So the mystery word or hidden word is banana. And let's see, do we have B-A-N-A-N-A? So we have banana. So after the person solves everything, the leftover words actually create the hidden word. You can type the hidden word, or you can use, of course, a file with a list of hidden words, and they will be used in the puzzle creation while it's creating the puzzles. So that was here advanced, and that was here for the solution. Under style you can change the font, so you can change any font you want, any font that you have installed on your system. Also you can set that up here. So let's say I want to have this as a baby, all the settings here, I want that saved. I can actually save the preset here as well. In most cases people get confused when they see, let's change it to some other font that is easily recognizable. People get confused, why do they have lowercase and uppercase, but you can easily change that here. So this is the setting. Let me go back. So under style, click on this here. So click to edit font settings, click on this. It's going to open another window, and here you can pick, is it going to be a lowercase, uppercase, or unchanged. Unchanged means that whatever you have in your text file, that is how the font is going to look like here. Uppercase means that no matter what your text file is, everything is going to be uppercase, and lowercase, everything will be lowercase. And you can change the size compared to the box. You see this one moving. You can move it horizontally, you can move it vertically. So you have all the customizations you want. You can make the font bold as well. So you have those two variations as well. I'm going to just click on cancel. And statistics here gives you information about the puzzle. Let me just create one puzzle. I'm going to use the word list. So I have my list of words, and I'm going to pick the motivational word list, open. And next preview. Okay, and let's go to statistics. So we have total words 354. So it gives you statistics about the puzzles and the words it used to create the puzzles. And now let's go to the mask feature. So if you click on the use mask next to the fixed grid, you have use mask, and you can click here set mask. And now I'm going to increase this to 12. And now you use your mouse to click wherever you want. Here, for example, I'm going to create. So this is 100% control. You can control what is going to be part of the puzzle and what is not going to be part of the puzzle. And if I'm happy with this, I can click use mask. If I'm not happy, I can start over. I can click clear and start over. Also, if you have a file like a PNG file, you can select file, and then it's going to shape it, and then you can clean it up here once again with the mouse. And I'm going to click use mask, and now you see that part that I clicked is no longer part of the word search puzzle. Everything outside is actually used for the word search puzzle. So that is the masking feature. Let's go to output settings. This is the value I use. You can play with the numbers if you want. I use the highest possible, so 3300 dpi. I'm also exporting my puzzles in transparent PNG and SVG if possible. Not all puzzles will have SVG, some of them do, and I always prefer to have PNG and SVG files. Here you can select where the project is going to be exported, so where the puzzles are going to be exported. Also, if you want to add a specific background image to each of the puzzles, you can do that here. You can set that up here as well. That's this segment here. And let's go to the instant puzzle book. So this is something that not all features are available. So for example, this setup here, this is not available if you do not have time saver. If you didn't purchase time saver, you will not have this setup. So this setup is, as I told you, you can set how many puzzles per page, you can set how many solutions per page, you can modify absolutely everything. You can modify title, how the title is going to look like. You can modify the page format as well. You can do this as well without the time saver, just to note on that. Here you can set the height, the width and height of the book. Margins. Do you want to have mirror margins? So that means if you put different number here and here, and you activate the mirror margins, it's going to actually use those values, and one page is going to be a little to the left while the other page is going to be slightly more to the right. The mirror margins only work if you actually put two different numbers here. If you put everything the same numbers, then mirror margins have no function whatsoever. And also you can add the bleed here if you want your book to have bleed. Be careful, don't just add bleed randomly. There is a time when you need bleed and there is a time when you do not need bleed. It's not like, okay, I'm just going to make my book slightly larger and that's it. It doesn't work like that. You only use with bleed function when you actually need bleed. I have a video about that, so you can also check that out if you do not understand or you do not know what bleed is. And here you can create, or you can set how the output is going to be. You can set it to automatically create PowerPoint file or PDF file if you want. I usually uncheck all of this, and this as well. I just want PNG. So that is what I need. I do not need PowerPoint file. I do not PDF, because usually I'm editing my own puzzles. I'm arranging my own puzzles, but I did not do that for the giant. For the giant, I actually used the time saver, and here in the time saver, what you can do is you can merge all the word lists you have. So if you have in presets, you have a couple of different word lists like fruits, animals, dinosaurs. You can merge them, you can split them, you can import them here. So you can import multiple word lists here, and you can also have batch creation. So what that means, here I can set that, for example, create 10 puzzles with fruit list, 20 puzzles with vegetable list, 50 puzzles with animal list, and I just do that here. Add row, add row, add row. I just set this up, and when I click create, it's going to create that book with puzzles. It's not going to create just puzzles, it's going to create book with the puzzles the way I arrange them here. And of course, if you set this up in a way that you like it, you can create multiple books with the same setting. Also, you can shuffle things around. You can move some puzzles forward or backwards. And lastly, you can save all the presets. For example, here I have the blah blah. If you remember the preset I picked, I can add that preset here, and then if I want another group added here, another group added here. So I have my 3 presets, and if I click now create, it's going to create one puzzle because I put 1. It's going to create one puzzle that is 10 by 10, one puzzle that is, I believe, 12 by 16, and one puzzle that is 11 by 14, because that is my presets. I can remove all, I can remove individually, so that is the time saver. And the last tab here is the tools. Here you can set that each project is erased in the folder, that folder, if you do not change the name of the folder, and once the puzzles are created, it's going to overwrite the puzzles that are already in the folder. I told you that the way I prevent that is just going to the output setting, and just before I create, I just change the number here 1 2 3 4 until I have the number of puzzles I want. And this is really something that you need to test out. You need to play with the settings. You need to check all of the settings. If you have any questions, of course, I told you, you can ask in the customer support group, Facebook group, or you can also ask me if anything is unclear. I can also share instructions or make another video with some specific settings that you want me to show you how to use. And that is the tool I use to create my giant books. That is a Puzzle Maker Pro. That is a Wordsearch complete licensed system. As you can see also from the drop menu, I have more licensed puzzles, and I will be making videos about those as well. The most important one, the one that is like a game changer, the one tool to rule all of them, is this one here. So mazes 2D tiles, and that is what I'm going to cover in my next video. Now I know everyone knows I love mazes, but this one is a truly special, and the price point is, let me just show you that. Let me show you the price point. Let's go to mazes. So you see, I'm arranging the mazes, so it has 32 results under mazes, and I arrange the results from low to high. The first one that is capable of producing mazes in a way that you do not need anything else, just this is sufficient, is this one here, mazes 2D tiles. The price is just $37, and my mind is still in shock. From the day one when I saw this, when this was published, when I saw the price, I was in shock. I'm still in shock. I will forever be in shock, because this is actually so affordable. And this tool, the only limit of this software, this one here, is your imagination. That's it. There's no limit here. There's no limit. You can create your own unique mazes, any way you want. It can be isometric, they can be rectangle, they can be in any shape, form you decide. But I talked with the developer, and he said that the reason why this is so affordable is because you need to do the work. You need to create your own tiles. Unlike other mazes, you just click and you get the maze. If I purchase this one, I just click and I get the maze. Here, I click and I get the maze. This one, I click and I get the maze. That's it. There is no, my brain or my design skills are not actually important at all. All of this is producing a maze that is ready to be used, ready to go. This one is not producing the mazes. You have two sets, I believe, 2 or 3 sets included, just to demo the software. But the main feature of this software is that you have the ability to include inside your own tiles, your own plates that will be used to create maze. And to me, this is, I actually had a developer working on this project with me, because that was my idea 6 months ago, and we were in the middle of the project. I will actually show you some images how my maze generator was turning out, and then I got info that Hans has produced this. It was published, and I said, okay, let's scratch this project. I do not want to waste my time, because Hans for sure created something that is working. He would not publish this if it's not working 100%. So we're going to scratch this project. I'm not going to do the tiles maze generator. I'm just going to purchase Hans version, and I'm going to just focus on creating tiles. And I did create a couple of sets of tiles. I actually have them on sale on my Creative Fabrica already. So that is what's going to be in my next video. I'm going to show you this software here, and I'm going to show you how you can create your own maze tiles. That's it. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions, ask me down below. If you have any puzzle you are interested and you just cannot find generator online, send me the message, describe me the puzzle, describe what it's supposed to do, and I will see what I can do. Until next video, I shall see you down below in the comments, and also make sure that you stay safe, everybody. Bye.